So we got the season 4 patch notes today for last Epoch, and I figured I would record some of my initial theory crafting, because why not? I will be streaming it. I know I'm normally streaming Hades 2, but I will be streaming last Epoch season 4 for quite a bit, I think. So let's get into it. This is what I played season 3. I played Shadow Cascade Bladedancer. It's one of my favorite builds in the game. Last Epoch's Rogue is my favorite rogue in any game, to be honest. It's a fairly typical Cascade setup. This is the mapping setup I did. I replaced this with shurikens with smoke bomb for bossing. But the major deviation from other Cascade setups is I use the Blossom of Immortal Stone just as a defensive tool to ignore these 3 resistances. It's quite nice, and then I combine that with Null Portent to get extra value from the resistances I don't ignore. Other than that, it's fairly typical what you would normally see from a Cascade sort of setup. But the game is changing very, very majorly in Season 4. I have 2 different setups that I can't really decide between. I have this one that uses the fire conversion on the new set's helmet. And what the fire conversion allows us to do is it allows us to use the wings of Argentis, which is very cool. Very interesting that Rogue really hasn't been able to use before. So we convert Cascade to fire, so we get an extra skill points, and we also get the damage reduction while moving, which is very powerful. And we just get some extra offense. And then we can also use the Throne of Ambition for another more damage multiplier on Cascade, and also more armor as well. Very strong. So I'm excited to try that out as well. But a few major changes. The shurikens, the blade shield doesn't work indirectly anymore. Like before, I was casting shurikens via shift. That won't work anymore with the new blade shield rework. Where is that? Here. This doesn't work. This only works on direct casts now, so can't use that. So I'm just gonna use smoke bomb probably for everything. Smoke bomb's really strong. It's really good, so that's fine. Other changes include because we're not using shurikens, we can take this kill threshold. We can go up here for the cleanse too. Either one of those would be perfectly fine. With Season 4, a lot of these the new mechanic corruption, they seem really powerful, which means that you can use just like the green set item instead of having to reforge and recraft it, which seems very strong because especially with this helmet in particular, because we get up to +4 extra skill points on Cascade. Very strong. And like in previous seasons, you would never use a fucking green set item because they were just bad. They were just bad. But now they're actually pretty strong, these new ones, and then you can corrupt them as well to fish for amazing affixes that are really strong. Like there's this one's fine, some extra armor. But like here, just unlimited frenzy, just unlimited frenzy. Why not? Why not just have unlimited frenzy? It's really good. It's really good. The other change is with our umbrals, we get more shadows here with this new node, because we recall them via shift. And then they make more shadows. More shadows is more damage. It's very good. We're using this relic here because while it's not a part of this set, we don't really care about this other set. This relic is very strong. Gives us more damage, more crit chance, like flat crit chance for our shadows, which is very good. We don't have to build it into crit as much. And then the shadows, when they're consumed, can get replaced with more shadows, which is just more damage and more mana regen for us. It's very good. It seems very good, very strong. Very excited to play with it. Another major change is the Shatter Change is getting nerfed. It's still good. Like we still get some flat damage, some increased melee, and some more armor. But that 5% more damage, like if we go last season, It used to just be, if it loads, it used to just be more melee damage. The 5% more melee damage per stack of Doom. We apply Doom via this ring. Siphon is still good. Like Doom is unchanged. Doom is still gonna be. They take more melee damage. But Chains, the 5% more melee damage per stack of Doom is getting changed to specifically Void melee damage, so it's not as good for Cascade. But it's still going to be a good build, and I'm not sure what else I would use, really. Like Brewmaster's Buckle is good defensively, but I don't really need more endurance on this build. We're just getting endurance without really any affixes, so I'm not really quite sure what other belt I would use with this particular setup. And then the other part is the crab ring is very strong because we don't really need evade, and more move speed is good. And this ring also gives like all attributes and armor, which is very good. But with the new corruptions, there's quite a few things where we want to use evade. Like this gives us a cleanse on evade. That's incredibly strong. So if we're not using the crab ring, where we don't want to evade because it's fucking summoned crab, which is garbage. Then if we're not using this ring, then I'll probably swap to Sunwreath for just some flat melee and then some fire damage. But that's not like amazing. That's okay. It sounds fine. I'm not really sure. But the other option is just like Oseron or something, or actually here Flames of Midnight so we get the swiftness still, but the evade is actually usable with the Spirit Step. Instead of the Summon Crab, and then we get some Fire Pen as well. I was thinking about this ring as well. This could be good. And then the other one was Oseron, just some more damage and some less damage taken from just hitting the bad guys. Few options there. We're going with this kind of another major change is, you know, we're getting the relic altar, the idol altars rather. That changes the setup of our idols. And we want to use the Throne of Ambition, of course, because we're using a fire cascade. And I picked this one because it allows us to have the Throne of Ambition, the 2x2, and then also have these two 1x4s at the same time. And the 1x4s are very important for the mana efficiency for the Sync Strike, because Sync Strike is a very heavy mana cost skill. Especially with the Dark Allies, which is very important for us. And then the other setup was, instead of going fire, it uses the other set, the full set of the Doppelganger, just to keep physical, keep a more traditional loadout. But again, we're losing no portent, which is quite a bit of defense, but we're gaining the Doppelganger helmet, which is a lot of Dusk Shrouds, which is a lot of dodge and glancing blow. Which is interesting. And then the Jungle Queen will be the belt over Chains, I would think, just because we get the physical damage increase, and then also all of the potions for a lot of dodge. Chains might be better still. Again, I don't really know. I haven't mathed or anything, but it seems like an option. And then I didn't really know what to do with idols, but I just picked one that allows us to have the 3 1x4s because they're very strong. Just because I wasn't totally sure what we're doing. Yeah, for those unfamiliar with Cascade and wondering like why we're using fucking Flay Boots and Falcon Fists, we don't really care about like 80% of the item. It's just the attack speed and the for Falcon Fist, it's the attack speed and the flat melee it gives us is still just works perfectly well for Cascade. Attack speed, for those who don't know, is a more multiplier. It's a more multiplier on Cascade. It's very strong. We want attack speed, so Falcon Fists. It's also really easy to get a lot of LP on Falcon Fists, which is why it just slots in perfectly. Obviously, you replace it with Immortal Vise when you have access to Immortal Vise, but that's not until super late game. And then Army of Skin is getting a bit nerfed. The attack speed is getting lowered, but the huge more damage multiplier to high health enemies is still there. So it'll still be very strong. If we're not using Army of Skin, I'm not quite sure what else we would use, to be honest. Like we could take Stymied Fate and then replace Siphon with something else. But I haven't. I'm not too sure about that. That's out of my expertise. And then especially with the Doppelganger set, we will definitely want to be evading because it has the 2-set bonus of evading. So we definitely don't want to use Crab. We'll use Oseron, or we'll use the I mean, the Flames of Midnight won't be as useful because the Fire Pen won't be used because we're not fire. So it'll probably just be Oseron, I think. Early move Last Nomad isn't bad either. However, it just has a little bit of void resist that is wasted because Blossom of Immortal Stone makes us not care about void resist, and I really like that about Blossom. That's why I use it, because on Rogue it's annoying to get resists. I'll link all 3 of these planners in the description below, I think. And I'm not sure if there's anything else I want to say other than, you know, see you in Season 4. Appreciate you. Thank you for watching if you stayed.